Hello friends, it's Brooke-Sidney here and welcome to my channel where I help you make miracles manifest. I'm so excited about today's message. It's a specific message for those of you that are waiting on your SP, waiting to have this person back into your life. But before I get into it, I just want to remind you that there are two ways to work with me. Both ways are listed below, as well as two amazing groups of those of us on this fantastic personal transformation manifestation journey. That information is also listed below. So today's message is a message where I'm going to require you to use some discernment about both your intentions and your energy, right? It's going to require you to understand and be incredibly honest about where you are in your manifesting your SP journey. And I feel like this message and this guidance leans more towards the people that are waiting for someone to come back, but it also applies to those of you that are waiting on love to enter your life. I feel like that are waiting to manifest an SP. And that could be new love or old love. So I want you to listen with a critical eye to and discernment to, does this apply to me? Because you have to be able to judge yourself and your energy. So many of you are in situations where you are wanting to manifest an SP, a new person or an old person, and you are actually sitting around and waiting for this manifestation to come in. Some clues that you're waiting is that you are checking the clock every day, right? You are checking to see if there's any movement. You have put maybe a timetable on this manifestation to come in and appear, like it must appear in a month. He or she must show up this week. I need to get a text or a phone call today. That would give you a clue that you are sitting around waiting for the SP. Another thing is you're continuing to check the 3D. You are continuing to look at the 3D for some sort of validation or verification that this person is on their way to you. That shows that you're waiting. Or perhaps you have put your life on hold. You've decided, hey, I'm just going to be in hermit mode. I'm not going to do anything with myself. I'm not going to go out. I'm going to bury myself in work perhaps, or I am just going to not deal with dating. And sadly, some of you really aren't working on yourselves, which is the place in which we actually manifest all things from. It's our inside that manifests on the outside. And so if any of those situations, and I'm sure there could be tons more apply, then you're probably in this waiting stage, and I'm going to say waiting energy. And that's simply not where you want to be. This waiting energy is an energy of lack. It's an energy of sitting still. It's an energy of being like, I don't have the thing. It is the opposite of living in the wish fulfilled. It's the opposite of being in that end state where you have exactly what you want. Because when you have what you want, or you know that you're going to have what you want, or you know with inner certainty and feeling that it is yours, you're not sitting and waiting, right? When you are close to manifesting whatever you want in life, especially love, I feel like in this case, you have a level of abundance and knowingness and joy in your life about it coming in for you. To speak kind of in law of attraction terms, you're vibrating at the frequency of love. I'm going to tag my leading in love video. You are moving in love. You're feeling love. You're giving love to yourself. Your self-concept is one of loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are and your growth and your patterns and who you are becoming. It's constantly filling yourself up with the things that you need. So you're not sitting in this weight energy. The weight energy has weight to it. WEIGHT. I'm just getting that. It's got a weight energy to it. It's got a heaviness, a lack, a scarcity, almost a darkness that is falling over you. You're almost being cast in your own spell around stopping your life. And what has happened in this weight energy, in addition to the scarcity and lack that it is creating and it is putting you into, it is stopping you from growing. You are not doing one of the most important things to transform and manifest, and that is to work on yourself. That is to put yourself back on the pedestal, meaning put your needs, your wants, your desires, the who you are becoming, taking care of you front and center in your life. It's essentially making love to yourself, learning how to love yourself, learning how to be with yourself, learning how to be in joy with yourself, learning how to find happiness with yourself. Because those of us that are happy with ourselves, those of us that are in love with ourselves, those of us that are accepting ourselves and moving into the next level of ourselves, we're not sitting in a weight energy, period, point blank. That's why so many people say they often manifest their SP when they have, in a sense, moved on, when they have gotten themselves back together, when they know who they are, when they know what they want, and they know what they stand for, and they know what they require. Because I'm going to tell you this, you don't just want any SP to come into you, to your energy. You don't want that. You don't want that in your life. You don't want the energy of the weight person. Because the weight person is just waiting for anyone to show up. They're waiting for that person to come back. They're desperate. They're grasping. They want it. They need it. No, my friends, you need to work on yourself during this time. You need to reapportion that time. You need to reclaim your time and your position on the pedestal, on the throne of your life. You need to put yourself back on there. You need to fall back in love with yourself. Learn the lessons that you needed to learn and continue moving forward. That, my friends, is not a weight energy. That's a woke energy. That's an awake energy. That's a love energy that is not going to settle. That is an energy that knows who they are, knows what they want now, and is unwilling to have some low vibrational, toxic, old energy coming in, masquerading as what they now know because they have spent the time working on themselves, being true about their desires, and loving on themselves so that now that person must meet them at the love that they have for themselves. That's what putting yourself on the pedestal helps you realize. So if you don't know that yet, we've got some self-concept and some self-work that needs to be done because you'll manifest that person in during the wait or shortly thereafter. And if you haven't done that inner work, if you haven't worked on yourself, if you haven't learned to love yourself, have boundaries, have standards, know how you should be treated, then you might manifest something back in or something new, but it's going to be at that weight, WEIGHT energy. Because you didn't use this time in the best way to propel you and your future manifestations forward. Because remember, everything in the 3D, even the SP coming in, are a manifestation of your inner reality and what you are capable of creating and holding. So it is my hope that if you need to, you'll listen to this video again. You might need to listen to it a couple of times because it is a powerful message about manifesting your SP, but more importantly, about becoming the person who has the love that I know deep down when you're quiet, you desire. And it requires you to get out of the weight. So I hope this message was powerful and helpful to you. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video so more people can come into the community and receive these messages, and turn that bell on because I drop videos daily. See you soon.